So what did you have for breakfast today?
I had idli and
Idli
sambar.
and sambar and also some dosa?
Yes.
Or only idli?
No, it was mostly idli.
Mostly idli.
Yeah.
So idli is made up of, rice and lentils.
Yes.
You soak it and
Urad and
yes,
rice, yeah.
yes. But mainly rice. So and it's supposed to be a very healthy snack.
Oh yeah, I think
Because you're not frying it, there is no oil in it, and rice has, of course, many benefits, many health benefits.
yeah, that's why I guess many of the dietitians now have started referring South Indian food because
Yes.
it's healthiest. It's
Healthy,
steamed
it
and
is
rice.
steamed, yes, it
everything,
is
yes.
steamed. And even those who have, lots of people have wheat allergies.
Correct, correct.
Yes. So
Hmm.
for them also it's very good. So and tastes also good.
No, no.
The
Yeah,
the
it's
taste is
nice.
very good. And if you don't like it bland, if you get a little tired of having bland food every day, then you can also fry it up a little bit
Yes,
and
yes.
toss
Many
it with
variants
some.
are possible.
Yes. So there are so
Stuff
many
it up also.
possibilities. Yes, and definitely even I am very fond of idlis.
But there was once that I was reading that idli is why the greenhouse gases are being added up. It's adding carbon footprint to our
Carbon
environment.
footprint. So there was a report there. Yes,
Yeah, I
even
read
I had
that.
read it.
Okay.
Just some months back, even I had read that report. That it is one of the food products that it raises the carbon footprint.
But what is it in idli?
Exactly. So it is not exactly idli. But let's first try to understand what is meant by a carbon footprint.
It's basically how much carbon emissions or greenhouse gases are
Greenhouse-
being added
Yes.
to the atmosphere when that particular thing is being produced or
Okay,
manufactured.
at least not when we are eating it. Not in that process, but in the manufacturing
In the
process. Is that?
manufacturing, I guess.
So it's not, I think, even in the manufacturing process.
It's in the
Because,
production.
yes, it must be. Because manufacturing means only that you are actually grinding it. So,
Correct, correct. So it's a production
yes.
part, I guess. Yeah.
Yes. So it must be the production, and that means the crop that is grown.
Oh.
So rice, when rice is
Correct.
being grown,
Hmm.
that is the time when it is also emitting some harmful gases, mainly methane.
Hmm. Right.
Yes, which goes into the atmosphere and it increases the carbon.
But then every crop must be doing that.
Not every crop. Every crop is not emitting methane.
Is it specifically
So,
rice?
yes, must be. There must be other crops also, but this is one of the ones which is higher up there. But of course, if you are rearing cattle and other farm animals and consuming them, then the carbon footprint is much higher.
Oh, definitely.
So it is only
Then-
when, yes, so there's a range. Whatever you do, there will be some carbon footprint or the other.
Yes, it's just that rice cultivation.
It's that, yes. So it's a comparative cattle and other farm animals and consuming them, then the carbon footprint is much higher.
Oh, definitely.
So it is only
Then-
when, yes, so there's a range. Whatever you do, there will be some carbon footprint or the other.
Yes, it's just that rice cultivation.
It's that, yes. So it's a comparative kind of a thing,
Okay.
and it is what it is higher up and what is lower up. So you can actually draw up a line,
Correct, correct. That I
a
agree.
series
Yeah.
which has this increase, the hierarchy. There can be a hierarchy of food that is,
Okay.
yes.
It was also mentioned in the same article that the rice itself gives space for the methane causing a microorganism which can give rise to, which can produce more methane.
So that is the thing.
Yeah,
That is
maybe
so
that is
there
also
yes,
why.
so there is a process for which reason that rice is giving off methane.
Correct. So,
Yeah.
but rice is not something just we eat in India.
No, it is eaten, consumed in so many vast. It's widely consumed.
Correct.
It is widely consumed, and it's consumed in so many of these South Asian countries.
Correct. And how innocently we are adding to the footprint. No, eating idli, enjoying and adding to the footprint.
But you see, it's a very difficult choice to make. We have to eat to survive.
Yeah.
And we have to make so many other considerations when we choose our food.
Hmm.
And then, of course, and these are all new researches that are
Correct.
giving us this kind of new information.
Nobody knew that.
Yes. And I think now there is also other kinds of idlis that you get which are not rice based.
Really?
But yes, you have this millets which can be made into idlis. So you have the ragi idli and all that is already available in the market. You get that mixture. Otherwise, of course, you can also try out various combinations and soak it in water and then make it and try it out. So if we are really all that conscious about,
Correct.
which we should be.
I know.
You know,
I think it's only in northern India that we depend on wheat, but most other part,
most other parts, yes,
like the south,
yes.
the east, they
yes,
eat
they are all
rice
yes,
mostly.
yes, majorly they are all rice consuming states.
Correct.
And if you see that other countries, as you said, China, then
Yes.
Malaysia, Thailand,
all the Thais,
all the way to Japan.
Japanese, yeah.
So everywhere, rice is consumed everywhere. I don't know if something can be done to tweak the process of growing it so that less methane is given off.
Maybe.
And maybe once you have this kind of a knowledge base that this can be a hazard to the environment,
Correct.
maybe some other alternatives can be explored.
Correct.
We have to.
Okay.
That is what research is all about.
Correct.
That is what science research is all about. That first you come to know of something and then you have to find solutions to that.
So I need to be mindful about idli also now.
Yes. Yes.